guys, welcome back to the channel. We are once again around town today, and we are hanging out at Alamo Drafthouse Cinemas with Craig Passage, CEO and partner of the Arizona group here. Yep. Appreciate you hanging out with us today.
Thank you so much for coming over.
This place is awesome. I've been here before for the ribbon cutting. I've been to the other location. I've seen a couple movies, and you guys have an awesome place here. I can't wait to walk around and take a look.
I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. You know, we tell people we get to watch movies, drink beer, and eat pizza for a living, so it's not too bad.
Right? Yeah. Hopefully it's all balanced and you're not just drinking beer. And
yeah, probably a little bit more beer lately, but we're balancing it back out with the movies coming back out.
Fair enough. So yeah, appreciate you hanging out with us. Tell us about yourself. Who is Craig?
So I've been, I grew up in El Paso, Texas, moved all over the Texas for the most part. My family and I moved here from Austin, where I'd worked for Alamo. I've been out with Alamo actually going on 14 years now. So started with them as the chief operating officer, became the chief development officer, and then was president for the last 5 years before my wife and I decided that we wanted to make the move as a franchise partner. And we went to dinner and said, we both wrote down where we want to move, and our number one goal for both of us was Phoenix, and we're like, great, let's do it. And so 2015, going into 16, I stepped down as president, and then we became the franchise partner for the state of Arizona. Opened up the Chandler location in December of 16, then the Tempe location May of 18, and then we actually opened up this one December of 19. We opened up for about 4 months.
Then something happened.
Yeah, then that COVID, then the rest of the world. But I've been in the restaurant business for 37 years. You know, I've always been in casual dining. That's what kind of made me love Alamo when we were in Austin. My wife and I, at that time, girlfriend, we were driving down the road. She goes, we can drink beer and watch movies. I'm like, why are we not there? And so literally that just became our Friday night stuff, and just loving what they've done. And again, I think we're in the movie business, but we're also one of the largest restaurants in town. That's where we have 80% of our menu is made from scratch. A lot of it is the pub grub, but we make our own pizza dough, we make our own sauces, we make our own salsa. Everything is made to order. We have a more limited menu right now just because until the movies come out, until the staffing gets back to where we want to. So if you need a job, please, drafthouse.com/Phoenix. We need people. That's that piece of it. And again, the industry has been down for, really since the entire industry, or we shut down. We were forced to shut down March of last year with the mandates and everything else. We reopened August of 20, and so we've kind of continued to stay open to that. So we've had some limited times and some different hours, but right now we're open back 7 days a week for the most runs. And then, as we were talking about earlier, starting Memorial Day, we have some good movies. Wrath of Man is this weekend. Mother's Day, we have a big Mamma Mia brunch, which is a 4-course brunch that you can come in to celebrate with your mother. We actually doing a trivia tonight at Tempe. We're doing UFC next weekend, so we've really gotten to the UFC. So we always said, and then the other part is we do a bunch of vendor relations. So if you want to come in and do a deal with your family, your business, somebody to give back, you can come in, eat, drink, watch a movie, do a presentation. So we've really kind of morphed ourselves into whatever we can do to make it through this process. Is kind of what we've done, and we've actually come out a stronger, more flexible company because of it. And I think now with movies moving forward, we're just excited about getting people back in. Everyone's ready for a little bit of reality or escape from reality, and let's start watching some movies. And whether you want to have a beer or not, or you just want popcorn and Coke, whatever we can do, we can make that as an event. Whatever you're looking for, we can make that event what you want it to be.
And I think one of the things that's unique about Alamo is that you had some different kind of you showed some older movies, some classics, some cult classics. You had some events kind of going before everything shut you down.
Absolutely.
So when you opened in August, even though the major studios weren't able to put stuff out, you were still already positioned in a way that you had some unique things to offer.
And I agree 100%. We all make our money on the Avengers and the Star Wars, but the stuff that we get to do, from Terror Tuesday to Weird Wednesdays to different things that we get to do or bring in.
I've been to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So it's been around forever. Lord knows we've all done it, but it is one of those events that we can really, and each one of our markets from, we have one in Tempe, Gilbert, and Chandler. They're all unique. They're all different, and there's different movies that do well at each one. And so we program them all very specific, bring in specific movies for those markets that we think will do well through it. So horror movies do really well in Tempe. Family movies do really well in Gilbert and Chandler. So we're going to do a summer feature for not kids camp, because again, people think camp, I can drop my kids off. Not that kind of camp, but kids where you can come in and we can watch the old movies that you've seen on TV but see them on the big screen. And you know, we've done some movies. We're going to do a Space Odyssey 2001 Space Odyssey in a few weeks, and it's just a movie that people haven't had the ability to see on the big screen in a long time. Or, you know, with F9 coming out, there's a bunch of people doing a lot of the Fast and Furious, but they're just some movies. You can watch some movies on your phone, you can watch on your iPad, you might even have a big screen at your house, but you got to see some of these movies. Mortal Kombat was a perfect one. You've got to see it on the big screen.
I haven't seen it yet.
You need to. What are you doing after this? We've got it on at 11:30.
I don't know. I have to do something about work. I probably have to do some of that too. So tell us about, one of the things I love about you is, one, you're local. Two, you support local. So I think a lot of the beers you have on tap are local brews.
They are.
Things like that. And I'm looking over here, it looks like you have something like 20 or 30. No.
We have about 25 right now. We generally have 32. We're actually starting to bring more and more back on. And that was one of the things, and I'm glad you said it, is like, when my wife and I moved here, you know, we never wanted to be viewed as a Texas company doing business in Arizona. We always wanted to be an Arizona business doing business in Arizona.
Right.
You know, so when we first got here, we found a local, you know, real estate broker. We found a local banker. We found a local legal guy. So we really wanted to immerse ourselves in the community. That's why we did our first one in Chandler. I literally live 2 good drivers away from that location. So I wanted to walk in and see people at the grocery store, whether you had a good experience or a bad experience, and being able to find local partners, beer partners, food partners.
And you joined the Chamber of Commerce. That's how
I love it.
We came across here. We were here for ribbon cutting through the chamber. So.
Absolutely. The chamber is amazing. All 3 of the chambers that we've been able to deal with, it has been such a great community, and I love what you guys are doing just to support the local guys who are struggling, who are, you know, trying to get back and everything else in that process. And yes, we have a lot of competition in the market, but, you know, we are the guys that are here on a local day, and, you know, we're trying to put money back in and hire the next generation that's going through and trying to find out what's going to make them excited about coming back to the movies. So
yeah, one of the things too, I think, is that this town is growing so fast, right? The whole Phoenix metro area. People may not even know you're here because things are just opening all the time. So one of the reasons we like to do this is just going out to say, hey, did you know this is even here? And you need to bring your family to check it out.
I appreciate that. You know, one of the issues we have is because we're doing the 6-foot buffering, you know, which we're happy with. So if you buy 2 tickets, the 2 seats on either side of you automatically get buffered out. So you kind of have your 6-foot circle. But because of that, of our ticketing through Alamo, we're not on Fandango. So it is a little bit harder to find the Alamo, so you definitely have to Google us. You definitely have to go to drafthouse.com to get our movies and our listings. You know, we have big, beautiful buildings, but again, a lot of people have driven by for a long time. And again, we are a product-driven business, right? And so until those movies that you really want to come out and see, people will start Googling at that time. But we are open 7 days a week, starting about 11 o'clock every day for up and through the whole process. And so getting more awareness, and that is our biggest issue. You know, we don't have a lot of money to spend on marketing right now because, you know, we got to get through this until we can get some more money through it. So anything we can do in partnerships like this is much, much appreciated.
Absolutely. So you've told us, I think mostly what I'm going to ask this last question here, but because I can feel it from you that how passionate you are about this. Absolutely. But aside from making a buck, why do you choose to get up and go to Alamo every morning?
Man, I do. I just love it. Like I said, I've been in the restaurant business for 37 years, and, you know, up until Alamo, you always say, like, oh, everybody loves the restaurant business because it changes all the time. And it really doesn't change that much because it's just different things. What day does something break? What day are you going to be busy?
Right.
On our side of it, you know, we seat 946 people here. And every Friday, our clientele changes. And at this, we have 8 theaters. We can have 8 different communities in here because of the movies. And it really is so exciting because we get to make those memories that you can have for the rest of your life in the movie industry. So I love the food and beverage. We make our money on the food and beverage side of it. The movie piece of it is that let's get you in the door, let's get you in a hook. Right. But our biggest thing is I love when people talk like, I saw that movie when I was 10, I remember where I was. That's a piece of it that I love. Right. And the fact that we get to grow, and we, you know, if it's a great movie, I'm drinking beer and eating pizza. If it's a bad movie, I'm still drinking beer and eating pizza. You know, it's one of those kind of things that, you know, it's a great date night. It's great time with the kids. It's one of those things. So I am really passionate about what we do. I love the movie industry. I love the food industry. I love the people and the staff that stayed with us through this process, the good and the bad, and now they're ready to go on and do that. So I love this community. I love Phoenix. I love the Gilbert. And to your point, the Chambers, I have opened up over 100 restaurants in my life, and now probably 15 Alamos. I've never been in a better community as a whole than I have in the Southeast Valley. Right. We've done some stuff in the West that beforehand, and we've been really greeted great over there. But this is our home, you know, and having people and getting to see people and knowing people and shaking people's hands. That's what I love about this whole piece. And I can't sell you a ticket, but I can shake your hand and find somebody smarter than I am to sell it to you. But, you know, that's the fun part about it as well.
Yeah. So drafthouse.com, you said?
Drafthouse.com backslash Phoenix. Yeah.
Backslash Phoenix. And you are in Tempe. What's the cross streets there?
Tempe, we are on Baseline, just one block from Rule.
Okay. And then Chandler is Arizona Avenue and
Chandler Heights.
Chandler Heights. And then we are right now at the Gilbert location, Power Road, just north of Ray.
Correct.
No, south of Ray.
South of Ray.
South of Ray. I'm backwards. Sorry. Well, perfect. I appreciate you hanging out with us today, Craig, and introducing us to your theater here. We'll have to check out the other locations too, but we're going to wander around and take a look and show people around, and
I appreciate
that sort of thing. So
thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yep. If you guys like content like this, do me a favor, share this video with your friends so they also know about Alamo Drafthouse and Craig and his team. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know when we do more of these videos, and you can help us support local businesses as well. So otherwise, we will see you on the next episode, and we're hoping you're having a great day. Thanks.